I am a publisher, writer, editor, daughter, sister, auntie, dog mom, and many other things, including currently a cancer patient. But I am not a doctor or medical professional of any sort. What you are about to watch is an episode of my journey through cancer. I'm sharing my adventure with you in hopes that you'll find something here that's comforting and maybe even inspiring. This video is not intended to provide any sort of diagnosis or treatment plan. Please go talk with your doctor for professional medical advice. Day 33. I was still on vacation. I was in my little room, my sweet little room, having a cup of coffee, just waking up. I had just opened up a manuscript that I was working on to edit. And Christy's husband, John, knocked at my bedroom door, and he said, "Are you decent?" And I made a joke, and I said, "Well, I'm always decent, but I do have clothes on." And he came in, and he said, "Christy's mom died, and she's really broken up, and I thought you'd want to go to her." And I did, immediately, and I don't know how you rise up out of a chair when your whole spirit is just sinking, but you do. I also didn't know what I was saddest about, whether it was losing a woman who I had called Mrs. C since I was 12, who I admired. But I think I was mostly sad that my friend had lost her mother, and she was going to be just sick with sadness about it, of course. When I was in high school, and my parents were going through a rancorous divorce that wasn't actually over until I was 22, Christy's house became sort of a refuge. And, she would say her family is just a bunch of crazy, passionate Lithuanians. But there wasn't the kind of, knife edge tension as there was in my house. So it was quite a lovely place to be, I thought. And I think as a result of everything that we were going through, I was sort of testing boundaries, let's say. And Mrs. C had some pretty definitive boundaries for her kids. And I think it was because I didn't want to disappoint her that there were any number of them that I didn't test. So she was a really grounding influence for me and important to me. I like to remember her laughing, though. That's the best part. She had a really big laugh. And just tell you one story. I remember we were driving up to her, Christy's son's wedding. And I don't know what we were talking about, but the subject of my nose hair clipper story came up. And I told her that I had found an errant nose hair, and it freaked me out. So I immediately went to the pharmacy and I bought an electric nose hair clipper and brought it home. And as soon as I got home, I did what I normally do, which is not read directions. And I stuck it up my nose and turned it on, which don't ever do that. So we were already laughing, and Mrs. C, as I called her, said, "Well, did you at least get the nose hair?" I said, "Damn, I didn't get one, I got 20. And I thought my sphincter was going to come out through my nostril." And we laughed so hard. Mrs. C's death was not unexpected, but of course that doesn't make it better. Doesn't make it easier. It may sound strange, but when my dog, a black lab named Blue, died, she was the being who taught me how to handle death. I was in the car by myself, driving home, thinking of her. It was a few days after she died, and I was very much still grieving. And just unexpectedly, really suddenly, I was just infused with this sense of gratitude. It was just this foundational understanding of the circle of life. I had found this little puppy in a parking lot and took her to the SPCA, thinking, of course, somebody was going to come and claim her. And after 4 days, when nobody did, I went back to get her. And she was in a cage on the very bottom row of cages. And she just, when they opened the cage, just leapt into my arms like she already knew what, I didn't know yet, was that we were meant to be together. And driving back that day after she died, I felt that understanding of the circle of life. I mean, cue the Disney song. It's true. I just felt grateful that I had her in my life. I've talked with Christy about that story over the last few days, and I think we agree that for those who are left behind, gratitude is key. If you liked this video or found it helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell.